sculpting. Today we're going to do time sets, and we're going to do 2 different weights during the time set. So if you have 2 different weights, take them out, put them out there. We're going to use those. We're going to do a circuit 3 times, and what we're going to do in those time sets, it's 90 seconds. The first 30 seconds is with heavy as you can go, and the last minute, the last 60 seconds is your normal weight or a lighter weight. So let's start with our warm-up. Head over tailbone, ear, shoulder, hip alignment, belly button to the spine, legs, shoulder width apart, a little bit of a soft knee, and breathe that up 3 times. Take it up and down, 2 more up and down, last time up and down, toe in the floor, arm across the ear. Let's just get that body warmed up. 4 more, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Then across the chest, opening up the back. 4 more, 4 and 3 and 2 and up for 4. Take it up. Let's get warm and take it across. 2, 3 and 4 and up for 2. Across for 2, and as always, you do the modifications you need to do last time for 2. Across for 2, hands on the hips, bend, point, push it through. Nice. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2. Let's add those shoulder rolls, alternating right and left. And then forward, right and left. 2, 3 and 4. Let's land. Legs out wide, facing forward. Arm comes down and plie, reaches across your ear for 4. Good. 2, 3 and 4. Let's hold it up and over. Pull up out of your hip. Get a nice open chest. Put the arm down, grab the ear, take it across. Nice big breath here. Then bring the arms to airplane and across. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Other side. Take it down and across. Down and across. Down and across. Last time. It's up and over. Pull the belly button to the spine. Make sure you're nice and open. Good. Breathe into it. Take the arm down. Inhale, exhale. Take the head across. Nice. Bring it back to center. Make sure those feet are facing forward. Lunge to the knee. Good. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2. Sit behind it on 1. Toes up on the other side. Really push through to the glutes. Drop the shoulder blades. Eyes are on the floor ahead of you. Then take that turn. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Push back with your heel. Lift through the knee. Long line from your head to your tailbone. Slide the leg in. You have it straddled or staggered. Nose comes down to the knee. Both legs are straight. Come back on your front heel, bending the back knee, and get into that glute. Come around into a big wide sumo squat right here. Right? Legs are forward. Roll the shoulder around. Good. And then to the other side. And then doubles in the center. Take it 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I started laughing when I forget what I'm doing. When it's something I've been doing my whole last 30 years. Take it open and open, top over bottom. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Make sure those feet are forward. Come into the lateral lunge over here. Toes up on the other side. Don't let your knee collapse to center. Make sure it's over the ankle. Good. Take that turn. Lunge. Knee is over ankle. Foot is straight forward. Both feet are facing forward. Might need a little adjustment there. Then bring it in. Nose to knee. Come back on that heel, pushing into the glute. Beautiful. Now pivot to the front. You take one hand over to the other ankle bone and pull down, releasing the back. Flat hands to the center. Wag your tail over to the other side. Yes. And then back to the center. We shrug right and left. Good. Nice. Nice. Now roll the shoulders back 4 times. Soften those knees. Open those legs. And forward. Good. Get your head over your tailbone. Don't let it frog forward. Then reach the arms behind. Either put your hands on your glutes or grab them behind you. When you pull up, I know we're used to doing this. That's really hard on the shoulders. Actually pull down to open up the chest. I don't know if I ever mentioned that before. I probably have. Back of the hands together. So we're rotating into biceps, and we're doing biceps and triceps today. And then release it down and breathe it up 3 times. Take it up and down. 2 more up and down. Last time up and down. Get into your plie position. Big wide plie position. This is going to be 90 seconds. 90 seconds. I'm going to use my clock today. All right. It's going to be 90 seconds. The first 30 seconds, we're just going to go halfway down. The last minute, we're going to do it all the way into the full plie. So starting now. Good. Head over tailbone. The knee comes over the second toe, just going halfway, second toe of the feet. Nice. Good. Just the halfway point. I want you to feel that quad grab. Now, if this is hard on your knees, you find the position you can go to. Only a few more seconds of this one left. Good. Good job. Nice. Last one now. We go full down. Down for a minute. Good. Head over tailbone. Beautiful. Nice. Keep going. Into those nice long quads. Yes. So you want to think of it as extending your quad, not as pushing into your knee, because that's really what it's about, right? Beautiful. Good. Breathe into it. Yes. So the exhale is on the way up. You feel yourself pushing into your heel as you come up, but make sure the big toe and the little toe are also into the ground. Yes. You've got 20 more seconds. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah. Excellent. 10 more seconds. And the thing about doing timed is you can do it at your own pace. So if it takes you longer to go up and down, that's okay. That's why we do timed. Last one. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is militaries. So you're going to start with your heavier weight. And then after 30 seconds, go to your lighter weight. I'd like you to stagger your legs. Keep yourself in the center so that your back is protected. Starting right here, we go for 30 seconds. Again, at your own pace. Inhale, exhale, up. Good. Belly button to the spine. Don't shift back on the heel. Don't come forward on the leg. Your body stays centered. You bring your elbow down across from your shoulders. Good. Nice. So when you go down to your lighter weight, you might think at first it's too light. But when you get to that third circuit, you're going to be happy to have been in that one. Last 5 seconds. And then we're going to go right to that lightweight. Good. And release it down. Good. And now into that lightweight. Why don't you switch your feet? Nice. 1 minute. Good job. Nice. You've got it. Push through. Good. I'm feeling it. Now, if you're feeling mostly in your bicep, you're coming down a little too low. So when you're coming down, you're going into the extension of the bicep. So make sure you stay across from that shoulder. Good job. Nice. 30 more seconds, a little less than 30 seconds. Good. Push through. I'm already feeling it. Nice. Good. I'm going to have them rest before I do this again. Yes. Last few. Push it, and that's your last one. All right. So the third set are lunge dips. So again, we're going to come halfway. Take those legs so far apart you can't put the heel down. So for the first 30 seconds, we're going halfway. Nice. And we're going to do each side for 90 seconds. So don't think we're cutting this in half because we're just doing one side then the other. 10 more seconds before we go deep. Now remember, take care of your knees on this. If you need to have more support, just go into your squat. Nice. 4 more seconds on the halfway. Nice. Now let's take it deep. Yeah. So it's deep. So you want to make sure you're staying in the center. You're not lunging one way or the other with your upper body. You have everything aligned, right? Good. Going deep. Now, as you know, I have limitations as far as my knees and hips go, but I'm here for it. And I'm here to do the movement. Exhale up. Again, at your own pace. You may have a different need than me on body structure or on ability. So what you do is very much tailored to you, as long as you're trying to get the workout. Nice. You have 10 more seconds. Good. Good job. Like 5 more seconds. So here we go. Put those feet together, take them apart, 30 seconds on the other side to the halfway point. Let me get to a good number. All right, now we're going to just to the halfway. Good. Exhale up. Feel that length right here through the front of the leg. That crunch in the back of the leg. Yes. Perfect. You got it. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Perfect. Almost there. All right, go for the deep. Down. Now this one's really hard for me because this knee can't sustain on its own very often, but I'm going to try it. Got a whole minute here to figure it out. Going to 6:45. Good. And down. And down. Thought this was going to be easy, didn't you? Perfect. Nice. Good job. I'm going to go put my fan on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There goes. Nice. All right. You're more than halfway there. Got 20, or let's see, got 15 more seconds. Good. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to be a little more gentle on my knee here. Last one. And let's bring it together. So the final part of the circuit are bicep curls. And we're going to start again with our heavier ones. I want the leg to be staggered again. So we're going to go heavy. We're going to alternate right and left for the first 30 seconds. And then we're going to go lighter. Now, one of the things I want to make sure that you do is keep the elbow into the waist. You release the weight all the way down. You bring it up 3/4 of the way on an exhale. So one of the things that's important when you release it all the way down is to understand that the pickup, the very thing at the bottom, is what makes your muscle work. Your muscle can ride through the middle. We're going to go to our light weights right now. It can ride through the middle, but it has to be doing the work of picking it up, right? All right, let's go to 8:30. And good. Nice. Pull that belly button in, keep that head over that tailbone. All of that contributes to the strength that you're having while you do this workout, that you need while you do this workout. Good. Let's do it. Now, if you don't have light and heavy weights, you just do the whole 90 seconds with whatever you have, right? Nice. You have 20 seconds left. Be loose in those fingers. Don't over grip, right? Good. Keep going. Beautiful. Good. 5 seconds left, so let's do one more on each side, and then we take it right back to the top. These circuits are 4 movements long. All right, we're back here. Get your position, get your head over your tailbone. I found a number. Good. Down and to the halfway, to the halfway, to the halfway. Nice. We're breathing. We're feeling the extension. We pause at the bottom. We feel the extension of that quadricep. Nice. 15 more seconds. Pull that belly button and get that head over that tailbone. We are working it because we love it. Yeah, here comes our minute just after this one. And let's down. And then pausing at the bottom actually releases the knee a little bit. Going right through it, like pushing off of it really fast, is actually harder on the knee. So the pause at the bottom really helps us maintain the fluidness and the mobility of that knee. Now, of course, it's not the same for everybody, so I'm generalizing for whom it works. Nice. Good. You're probably saying, that's not how it works for me, Almaz. You're full of it. This is true. I am full of it. All right, we have 20 seconds left. This is going pretty fast. Nice. And really feeling ourselves pushing through those thighs. from the inside and the outside, even the hamstrings involved, last few seconds. And we're gonna go right to the military. Grab your weight and separate your legs. All right, here we go, 30 seconds. Inhale, exhale, up. Don't bring the weights together. A lot of people bring them together. That overextends, the shoulder muscle. And remember how we talk about the shoulder is the most flexible muscle in your body. So if you ask it to do something, it will, even if it's not good for it. So we want to make sure that we do only things that are good for our shoulders. Only a few more seconds on the heavy weight. Good. And let's release it down. That went fast. All right. I'm going to switch to the other side. I like to keep my pelvis even. 1 minute right here to 2. Holding your shoulders up, even without weights, is a lot of work. So you can consider, keep going, you can consider doing it with the weight and doing it without a weight, because the shoulder lift is a very sincere movement. Hold, yeah, just holding your shoulders up, as you know. Now, if your neck is hurting, it's because your head is going forward. So make sure your head's over your tailbone. Good. Nice. Yeah. Belly button to the spine. We're lifting. 15 more seconds. This hurts me more than any part of my body. Yeah, my shoulders. Last 7 seconds. I'm pushing through. Last 2 seconds. And bring it down. All right, the lunge dips. Halfway for 30 seconds, starting now. Inhale, exhale, up. Good. Taking it to 9. Got it. Yeah, halfway. Good. You've got this. A little pause at the bottom. Same thing. Give your knees some opening before you push it back into action. Yes. Nice. That's your 30 seconds. Take it all the way down. And again, do what's good for you. If you have to stay at the halfway, which I could probably have to do on the other side, or you have to bring it in a little bit, it's going to be a little bit of a different emphasis, but you're here doing the work. So whatever, right? Just don't do anything that's bad for your body. Twerking it in any way, having the foot switched out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But sometimes we get into really bad habits early on. And as you know, those are hard to break. You're halfway there. Good. Nice. So for me, with my knee issues, anything where my knee is independent, not supported, is a challenge for my knee because it needs a lot of support. Last 15 seconds. So when I'm separated like this in any direction, that's when I start to feel what the issues with my knee are. You only have 7 seconds left. So about 3 more of these. Yeah, if you're going my pace. And we're going to switch out halfway on this side. All right, starting, we're going to get on my clock. All right. The 3. Just halfway. Yeah, this one kills me. This side kills me. Yeah, let's go. 15 more seconds in the halfway. Good job. Nice. Perfect. About 6 more seconds. I have to bring it a little bit because it's really hurting my knee. All right, here's our hold. Lowering down, whatever you can do here. Going all the way back to that 3. Looking at my analog clock, that's what I'm talking about. And if I say it out loud, I remember where I started. Yeah. So now you know what I'm talking about. Doing those memory cues, right? Yes. Breathing up as we, breathing out as we come up. 30 more seconds. Nice. Good job. Perfect. You are on it. You're in it to win it. Last 15. Again, at your own pace, whatever your body can do. Even if you need to take a break in the middle, just come back. You don't have to make up any time. You just join the team back up here. Last 5 seconds. That went fast. And good. All right, so back to our biceps, our biceps. I'm going to do stagger again. Good. When you get on your toe, it's more likely that you will, let's just start. Stay centered. Stay centered. All right. With the heavy weights for 30 seconds. Exhale up and inhale down. Make sure you release it all the way. Don't take it all the way to your shoulder. That releases the elbow. Yeah. I'm going to keep that elbow in there, but a little pause at the top, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, last one. Go to that lighter weight if you have. If not, stick with the weight you have. Then switching sides. Don't forget to switch sides. Yeah. Coming around to that one. Hey, who's here? You broke out of the bedroom, huh? How'd you do that? You don't have opposable thumbs. You must have a very persistent nose. It gets between those doors, huh? Yeah, I know. I left you out. Why are you staring at the bookshelf? Find anything to read? All right. You figured out what mommy's up to. Keep going. You're halfway there right now. Good. Little Brewster intervention. Keep us more excited. Nice. Good job. Nice. We're going to go down to the floor circuits right after this because I'm seeing how long it takes to get through 2 circuits. So in order to get the 2 on the floor and get our stretch in, we're just going to have to quit after this one. So here we go. Last 2. All right, so we're going down to the floor. So let me tell you what we're going to do on the floor in case you need to get different weights. We're going to bench. We're going to do alligators. We're going to do tricep pullovers. And we're going to do our back lifts. So for me, for benching, my heavy weight's going to be heavier than my shoulder weight because my chest is a lot stronger than my shoulders are. So I'm putting that weight at the end of my bench, getting my timer back up to snip here. Black one. Hey, Brad. Reset. Hi, you gonna help me with my bench presses? I need your help. Couple of things about bench presses. Remember, the weight is always over the waist. Please put your legs up or have one leg crossed, which is what I'll do. Belly button to the spine. Inhale down, exhale up. All right. Let's get started with the heavy weights. Curl yourself down. Separate your glutes from your rib cage. Inhale down, exhale up. These are your heavy ones. Nice. 30 seconds. Nice. You got it. Push up. Nice. Perfect. Open that chest. Really make it open. Put those shoulder blades together. The elbows come down beside the waist or past it if you're on a bench. Yes. You got it. Good job. Let's hold that belly button to the spine to support our back all the way through this. And get ready for those lighter weights. So bring yourself up to grab them. I'll start your minute where I need to. Cross your legs the other way maybe. And 12 to 12. Good. Nice. So I started out this as just a circuit. And then I thought, oh, I'd like to put some drop sets in there. And then I thought, how is that going to work? So I came up with this 30-second, 60-second thing, which I think is really effective because you get your muscle very tired on the first heavy weight. It should be heavier than you usually do. But, we don't all have a million, weights at home. But then I thought, I'll just get them fatigued. Let's see if that'll work. And hopefully it is. I mean, if we had a whole hour, then we'd be doing longer, all 3 circuits, and then you really feel it. So feel free after class, go back and do these circuits again. Of course, we have Pilates today. You have 5 more seconds. Good job. If you're feeling it in your shoulders, your weights are too far up. And release. Okay, you can roll yourself over. Get those weights out of the way. Now for alligator, we bring our elbows and glutes back, and then we come right up here for, make sure you have the alignment between the shoulder and the elbow. Lift through the torso. The knees and the feet are across or parallel to the front of the mat. Now, what we're going to do is all the way for 30 seconds and then halfway for a minute. You'll see why I did that. All right, 30 seconds starting out. Exhale and inhale. This is different from Pilates. You actually exhale on the movement rather than the return. In Pilates, you always exhale back to neutral, right? Nice. Good job. All right, lift, lift. Make sure your shoulders are not being pushed into, because there's a little shift in this movement here, and you don't want to feel that in your shoulders, right? Take it all the way up. Don't let the leg turn at all. Nice. Good. Now to the half for a minute, 12 to 12. Now you can see how you can feel that more deeply in your glute. So when you do the half, and it's a neutral foot, so it's not flexed or pointed, you can feel the alligator start to burn, right? So take it to the half. You're stopping it using that muscle. So that's how the muscle's being used. It's like you're putting the brake on. So that has a lot of impact. So rather than a flow through, right, we go into that brake. Nice. So having that as your longer set is going to be much more effective than doing that big joint-based movement. So we're deeper into the muscle here. 17 more seconds. What do you think, Bruce? You like this one? It's one you could do. I've seen you do it for unsavory purposes. Only 5 more seconds. Lifting that little leg. And here you go. And we're done. Let's go to the other side. And the same thing. Make sure that you establish that shoulder to elbow connection. You have those legs along the front of the mat. The glutes are back, so you have a nice big lap. Your first 30 seconds starting now, 3 to 9. And we're taking the full lift, right? Don't let the leg turn at all. Don't flex or point the foot. Let that foot be part of the resistance. It's a weight, right? We're not shifting into our shoulders because we love our shoulders and we're protecting them. And we just work them out and they're so happy. Good. Only about 7 more seconds before we go to the halfway. Good. It'll be 9 to 9, Brewster. Good. Starting now. Take it half. So you're putting that brake on. Yeah, there you go. Looking straight ahead while you do it. It's the half. And the half. Good. So nice to be back in body sculpting, right? Feel like I've been away and I have. Good. But I know you're out there doing all those videos and working out at the gym. And this is just dessert, right? Whatever you use this class for is good. Keep going. You've got this. 9 to 9, so we are halfway there. Good. That's why I have to repeat it. I almost forgot where I started. Yes. Nice. I am really feeling this one. Yeah, baby. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Alligator. Alligator. Biting my butt. Last 2. All right. So now we're going to the tricep pullover. Let me remind you about this one. You put the weights, and we're starting with the heavy, and then we'll shift to light. Oh, they're over there. The elbow is bent, and it's over your eyes, right? So it's a diagonal. So it's exhale up. Make sure you have a leg up. So putting those weights over your eyes, or actually over your ears, because you don't want to pull your shoulders in. Let me find my clock. Inhale down. It's 2 to 8. Down. Good. Nice. Perfect. You've got this. Nice. Yes. So today it's designed to get a lot of body parts. We're doing chest. We're doing back. We're doing triceps. We did biceps, right? Nice. All right. Almost there. Beautiful. All right, let's go to the lighter weight for a minute. Bring yourself up carefully. We're doing back, we're doing chest, we're doing the side of the leg. All right, over your ears. Let's find our minute, 12 to 12. Already, my triceps are tired. Make sure you're in that diagonal. Don't overgrip those weights. Make sure your back is even on the ground. So each shoulder blade is touching. Nice. And one of the things I want to point out is the deeper you do the bend, the more work your tricep has to do. So you can deepen that bend as much as you want and get that tricep. It's like the bicep where the pull up from the bottom is the work, right? Nice. Beautiful. Yeah. So we're getting everything today. We trade legs. Nice. 10 more seconds. This is effective. These smaller muscles, these non-globals, they really respond to these kind of variations in weights. All right, last one. Curl yourself up, release those weights. Sorry, Brewster, did I put those in your way? Come on, face down. Now we're going to do full cobra for 30 seconds and then half cobra for a minute, just like we did with the alligator. So whenever we have animals, oops, my timer. All right. Whenever we have animals, we start again. All right, I lost my cancel. Resume, cancel. Sorry, guys. All right. So the face down, your legs are straight down the back, your belly button's to your spine, and you're starting with the elbows at the side, full cobra for 30 seconds. And down. Keep your head on your spine. Don't push it back. Don't let your neck take the weight of your head. Now this is going to be hard. You need to make sure your elbows are beside your waist. Good. You're going to feel a lot of it in your tricep. Nice. Now we're going to the halfway point. That was fast, but that's what it was. So halfway for a minute. Yeah. Now sustain it. You don't have to do very many. I'd like you to feel a sustaining thing here. Good. Keeping that belly button to the spine. Don't push off the belly. Nice. This is a hard one. Hard for me. I feel it everywhere, and those arms are tired. So they're working hard too, helping that back extend. So you're halfway now. Yeah. Good. Exhale up and inhale down. Nice. So much. Right? Yes. Yeah. You're almost there. Come on. 20 more seconds. Less than 20. Right? Halfway. Don't take it all the way. Get that sustained feeling all the way down that anterior posterior chain. Well, that was it. That was fast. Okay. All right. So we're going back to our bench press. I was right to switch to the mat work because this takes long, and we want to make sure you get 2 circuits in. Not make it all the way through. All right. Starting with the heavy weight. Make sure you separate that body again. I always have to do that. Put one leg up. Make sure your arms are out like you're holding the barbell. All right. 30 seconds. Inhale and exhale. Long wrist, right? Don't flex the wrist. A lot of people do that. So we're going to 2, 8 to 2. Nice. Look at the ceiling. You don't need to look at the screen, right? And again, don't bring those weights together. Keep them over. You're holding a barbell, so you're not going to move your hands on a barbell, right? You're going to keep them right where they are. Good. Almost there. Now, when you transition, if you're transitioning with me to the lighter weights, I want to make sure that we do it carefully. So that's why I have you curl up, put the weight down if you're on a bench, or you can also roll to the side and then come down with the other weight. We'll start at 4 to 4. If you're not starting right with me, that's okay. The few seconds that you catch up are only a few seconds. 1 rep maybe, right? I'm feeling everything today. These drop sets are just amazing for me. Nice. You're doing great work. So nice to be in your company. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. You're halfway there. You're beyond halfway there. Going to the 2. Crunching in my shoulders. It's okay. 10 more seconds. And there you go. And curl yourself up. Put those weights down. Come to the side. All right, remember, full for the 30, half for the minute. So lift and lower. And to 10. Push. Push. It goes all the way up. Don't bring it in. Okay, a lot of people bring it in. It just goes up in place. Yeah. And you'll feel a little bit of this in your waist, which is cool, right? Yeah. Good job. You're almost there. Almost to the halfway stuff. And here we go to the half. Get that alligator. Neutral foot, right? Nice lift through all that upper body. Let me get this straight up. You don't actually land the leg, it kind of stays ready to go up again, right? Beautiful. Feeling that alligator in my butt with 2 T's. Yep. You're halfway there. Good job. Nice. Yeah. You are amazing. 15 more seconds. Pull that belly in. Come on. Always support your back. That is the name of the game here. And a few more seconds. Last one right here. And then we go over to the other side. All right, make sure you get that elbow and shoulder alignment, those knees across the front of the mat, the glutes are back. Here's our 30 seconds full, 12 to 6. Good. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Whole movement, whole movement. There should not be no rocking on your hips, no rocking on that shoulder. We want to keep this so super isolated so we get that good feeling in our glute and those inner and outer thighs. And here we go to the half foot. 6 to 6. Nice. Good. You are here. You're here for it. You're here for it. Nice. I'm here for it. I'm here for you. Again, at your own pace. No matter what the size or structure of your body is, you can kind of do a version of this. I'm looking for my strap. I'm going to need it for. Keep going. Nice, nice. Good. Coming around. 25 seconds left. That halfway, or am I adding 30 seconds here? Let's do it. I said 6 to 6. Yeah, I did. Okay, 10 more seconds. You are the boss. Yes, you are. And that's it. Okay, let's go to those triceps. So we're grabbing our weights again. Keep the softer, the lighter ones nearby. The arm's going to go over the ear. The legs are up. Separate the glutes from the rib cage. Long arms. And we, give me a number. All right. To 10. Good. Great job. Going to make those triceps happy. Yes, the more breath you put, the more power you have, right? Oh, we do the heavy weights. Yeah. Last two, last one. We bring ourselves up, grab the lighter weights. I'm going to put those all the way down there because I'm not going to need them anymore. Maybe switch legs, and it's going to be 6 to 6, starting now. That's it. Nice. We're going to run a little bit late today to get that back in and get our stretch done. But I hope that's okay with you. Nice. Perfect. Doing that stuff. Halfway there, I'm going to switch my legs just to keep my pelvis even. Maybe you have both legs up so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Last 20 seconds. Oh, my triceps are going to thank me. Oh, close they are tomorrow. They're going to say, excuse me, miss, what did you do? Last 10 seconds. And let's bring ourselves up. Those weights. And we're going to come around for that really challenging back work. Or maybe it's just me. How many rounds? So my clock right here. Come on, clock. All right. And here we go. All right, all the way with the cobra. Make sure you're long to the back. Get your head from pushing on your neck. All the way. Good. Nice. Right through. So you want to send the energy down your body in the front and back, even though we're flexing the posterior chain, right? You want to make sure it goes up and down. And if the halfway is too much on your shoulders, and I know it can be, make sure that you do the full, right? So half. Again, at your own pace. Little pause at the top. What you want to feel is that back really extend and then really grab, right? Don't push with your arms. Lift with your back. Good. Pull that belly in. Perfect. Nice. Beautiful. You have 20 seconds to go. Lift with your back. Don't push with your arms. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Last 15 seconds. Keeping your head on your neck, not pushing back over it. 2 more seconds. That was fast. All right, let's go back into child pose. All right, we're going to do our first stretches here. Let's put the toes together and the knees apart and just push back with your glutes to begin. Really push back. Let those arms just kind of fall onto the mat. And make sure you take those shoulders away from your ears, right? All right, that really opens up our back. Now, what I'd like you to do is cross the left arm over the right and then push your hips to the left. So the left arm is going one way and the hips are going to the left. The arms are going right and the hips are going left. Then bring it back and switch sides. So you're getting through those hips right there. A little bit of shoulder stretch. Then put those arms parallel and then bring yourself to tabletop. Walk forward a little bit. Stop you for now. Stop. Now take your arm, slide it under, put your ear on the floor, and really reach to get that shoulder stretch. And then inhale, exhale, and bring it back to its standing position, then over to the other side. And bring it into that shoulder stretch. Really reach it. Go inhale, exhale, and then we do cat cow. Inhale, bottom and chin up. Exhale, curl up like a cat, punch it through. Inhale, bottom and chin up. Exhale, curl up like a cat. Nice. Last time. Good, and curl it, hold it there. And then flatten it out and come on over onto your. I'd like to start with the lying pigeon. So you're going to take one leg over the other and push into that. And then come onto the toe of the other foot and keep pushing. Yeah. Then lift the other leg and keep pushing. Then release and put your hands underneath and push with your elbow. There you go, getting the hip out, and then take the leg up, slide this leg off, rotate the ankle one direction, and then the other. Big inhale and exhale lower. Big inhale and exhale lower, and big inhale and exhale lower. Let's do a 20-second hold. Breathe into it, make it nice and happy. We're going to get more when we get into our downward facing dog position. So if you don't feel like this is enough of a stretch, more is coming. Okay, let's release that leg down. The other side, push into the thigh to begin. Get on the toe of your other foot and push. Wrong way. On the other toe and push. Yeah. Bring it off the floor, keep pushing. Then put your hand inside, pushing with your elbow. Extend the leg, slide it off, rotate the ankle one direction and then the other. Big inhale and exhale lower. Big inhale and exhale lower. And big inhale and exhale lower and hold it. 20 seconds. Are we flattening our belly to our spine? Of course we are. It's kind of the natural thing to do as soon as we get on the mat, right? We can't help ourselves. We're amazing that way. Release the leg down, put your hands at your side and push up into your open chest, not flat, girl. So your legs are at 45 degrees. You're on your heel, your shoulder blades are down, your chest is opening to the sky. Don't drop your head back, just keep it on your spine, right? Then come around and wrap your arms around your chest. And as you lower your legs, take your chest down to open up the lower back. Put your hands at your side and curl yourself up to sitting. Drop your knees over and come around. Put your hands on the floor and let's come up into downward facing dog. Push your heels down, push your hands through, and then one knee forward, the other heel back. And then switch. Push both heels down, push that chest toward your thigh, lift through the glutes, push through those hands, open the fingers wide. Let's open those fingers and push it into the mat. Yeah, walk it in. And hang. Sweep yourself up to standing. We have a few more things to do since we did work everything in our body. Triceps and biceps need to be stretched. So curl it under. Take those thumbs under. And then across. You don't push through the shoulder. You put the bicep on the chest. Push it through the chest. And then take it to straight up, fingers toward the ceiling. And release it down. Other side. Push toward the chest. Lift that arm. Feel that how deep, much deeper that gets. And release it down. Roll the shoulders back for 4. We already did the shoulders, but we'll just do some loosening here. And then forward. Soften your knees and washing machine. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to the center. Breathe it up and down. 2 more up and down. And last time. Thank you, everybody, for coming to Body Sculpting, the Time Circuit with different weight variations. I hope you had fun with this.